and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready, 280. Hey, express.
Just like that. Just like that. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
56, right there, 56.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down, ready, right 25. Wait.
Time to go, night. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His 1st catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
51, jump!
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Well, he's talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Ready, 280, back 25.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Mike 45.
We own it. We own it.
36, 36.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Check 45. Hey, 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 hey.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Hey, high 7. Ready to go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Tuesday.
Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Woodley complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
25.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Drop deep. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 54.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trace McSorley keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
And the 49er first down.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Big series right
Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. There's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one to use check. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Black 80! 55.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check. Hey, South.
56. Mike's 56.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
It's a party now. It's a party now.
21.
25 the mark.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they've built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking middle, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check 45 the mark.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Come on, baby. Let's get this. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Share.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You ready?
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I got one.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out, it's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Go!
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will score! Touchdown, Falcons! This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Falcons 34, 49ers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have about it being a team game, and you need all 11 work.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
59, ready. 59, Mike to 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. They juked him, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, they'll run with Freeman, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Blitz coming and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, 280, 280.
Mike 54.
You better be afraid of me.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Here we go, D. Here I go.
Freeman again. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
I'll get him, get him, get him. Big edge.
Get it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Freeman. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Zerline on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperate, and now here's another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our